What's good, everybody? It's your boy LD. Fixing to go live here in just a second with 20 the Toddler, 20 the Toddler. I don't know why I gotta pronounce words so fucking weird, but anyway, god damn it. It's your boy LD. I'm finna call 20 up real quick. We finna get this shit moving. What it do? What's up, Big Brady? See if we can't get this man on the phone real quick. Yo, what's up, bro?
Yo, what's happening?
Man, shit, nothing. We live, bro. We on this motherfucker. How you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good, bro. How things going back that way?
Man, I can't complain. Weather been kind of nasty and all, but it is what it is. So,
Hey, it's always gonna be a good day. Hey, when I see you on the interview, man, I be cracking the fuck up. Don't nobody keep this shit raw like you, man.
it's because I'm just gonna go through what's in my head, man. I ain't really messed up about questions or answers, man, because it ain't about me really. It's about getting to know you. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
sure.
sit here and be like, "What's your favorite color? Who's your favorite rapper?" Motherfucker, I know who your favorite
Hey,
rapper is. It
keep the
better be you.
background quiet. Get it quiet. Get it quiet.
You know, your favorite rapper better be you. I ain't gonna ask you them kind of
S-
questions.
Say it again, brother.
I said I'm not gonna ask you stupid ass questions like who's your favorite rapper and stuff because I know your favorite rapper better be you.
Oh yeah, you gotta know that. Hey, you gotta know it's me. I'm
But
my own favorite rapper. You feel
but
me?
but while we start this out, man, real quick, just for the folks that's listening and whatever, man, tell them who you are, give them your name, where you're from, what you about, man. Let them know something.
Hey man, my name 20 the Toddler. I'm from Montgomery, Alabama, home of a lot of legends. And before I go any further, I like the time to take and say, rest in peace to Doe B, man. Long live that guy. He's a real legend. He's one of the guys as well.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So, what you working on, man? That song you showed me, man, Four Pockets, that's hitting. And I listened to the stuff you sent me in your email, man. I actually picked one of them tracks for today's 6x6. I know.
Right, man. Right. I appreciate you, man. Me and my manager, we got together and we came up with one track that we're gonna push for us as a single. That's gonna be checklist. We got some big things in store for that.
All right, that's what's up. Hell yeah. So you going on tour anytime soon? I'm gonna be able to see you like cutting through the country. What's going on with you?
Eventually, hey, hopefully I can link up with my boy Big Brady in Arkansas, man, and we can link up and get some stuff going.
Oh, he's in the live chat right now. Um,
Oh, yeah, that's what's up.
yeah, he here with us. I mean, he can't speak on it, but he could type on it. But shoot, yeah, man. So what's good? A lot of big stuff, a lot of live music and stuff going on down there in Montgomery, man. What kind of folks you got going on down there?
Man, listen, man, it's some amazing artists in Montgomery, Alabama. We got Lil Eric on the rise, YNBC underscore Lil Eric on IG. We got Rubber Band OG, DA. We have Hussein. Most importantly, we got King South, man. He's not only a artist, but he's a comedian as well, man.
Yeah.
So a lot of big stuff going on, man. It's I think our biggest problem in Alabama, man, if we could all put aside the differences and just come together as one, we could be the next Atlanta powerhouse. You know what I'm saying? Something like that.
Yeah, I mean, and it's like that. There's a lot of, especially here in the South, man. Because I'm in Arkansas, you in Alabama. It's like that, man. It's like motherfuckers want to. They want. See, some folks call it competition. I don't call it competition because competition can be friendly, but it's like they
Right.
just they just hate on each other, man. Man, it's like if you ain't in a little clique specifically, then they just gonna hate on your shit, whether you better than them or not. I mean, and it's not about that, man. That's not what the music's about, right? We trying to elevate folks with this shit. We want motherfucker because music is a universal language, bro. Like when folks listen to your shit, do you really expect them to only be this or only be that? You want everybody to hear your shit, right?
Right, man. Like that's why, as an artist, even coming from the streets, man, I don't box myself into one lane of music. I
Exactly.
refuse to do so because at the end of the day, no one has to pay my bills but me.
Exactly. And
See what I'm saying?
it's like I was saying, like one of the reasons why I wanted to start the 6x6 thing is simply because like I see these artists and they send me their music. They always send me their hottest track. They always send me the one that's got some of the most likes, the most views, and all that. But see, then I call myself going back and looking at like previous tracks, and I'll find the ones that got low reviews and shit, and I listen to them, and some of them tracks be fire, bro. But there ain't nobody seeing them. Nobody's hearing that
Right,
music.
right. That's how I felt about the by the way, 20 the Toddler, 4 Pockets on YouTube right now. The visual.
Yeah,
That track's been out for about a month on YouTube, and I feel like it's very underrated. It's very underrated.
it's a good
It's not
song.
getting so I just feel like we just need to come. The thing is, people don't want to support you until someone with a bigger name stamps you. You
Yeah,
see what I'm saying?
yeah,
And
exactly.
it shouldn't be that way.
Like I was telling the dude you pushed me towards the other earlier today, had me at him on Facebook. I told dude I was like, look, if you ain't got billion-dollar backing by major labels, your music ain't getting heard the way it should be. I mean, unless you just out there every day, every 5 minutes posting a song, like sharing it, putting it in different groups, it ain't getting the rotations it needs. And that's part of what I'm trying to do here with all the smoke. You feel me? Like I pick these songs like you got songs you want me to play specifically, cool, send them to me. But the catch to it is there's also this chance that not only will I play that one specific track that's got like 2K or more likes, but I'm gonna dig through your shit and I'm gonna find that one track that's fire as fuck that ain't got no views. That's the one I
Right,
want. That's the one I
right.
want.
I find myself a lot. I'll be like, man, this is my motherfucking song, and a nigga, and the next person might be like, yo, that's great, but I like this one right here. So that's why I humbled myself and I said, I'm just gonna let the people decide. Like whatever they feel like the hits is, that's what I'm gonna go with. That's gonna be my favorite because at the end of the day, the people is who make us.
Exactly. Like if I were to be making music, I'm sure I would have that one song. Excuse me, that one song that I made that I liked, that I'm just like, man, look, I not only did I make this, but goddamn it, I like this. But that shit don't matter because I'm not the one buying the song. I just made the motherfucker. But like you got these artists that put individual tracks on things like iTunes and shit, where they could buy like one track at a time and shit. And
Right.
you gotta look at what they paying for. Like, how much is it to buy a one song off of iTunes? Like 99 cents, $1.99, something like that.
$1.99. You probably not gonna get that much out of it.
Yeah, yeah. But the point being is like you got to look at like even if you only made like $5 off of a track, you got to look
Right,
at how many people downloaded that motherfucker. Like you got these folks on Amazon, iTunes, YouTube. Like there's too many platforms out there for the individual or independent artist to not be doing something. And
right,
it's not y'all's fault at all. It ain't the artist's fault. It's the folks out there that are like, oh well, he ain't on 1017. He
right,
he ain't
right,
on
right.
he ain't signed with Gucci. He ain't signed with none of these folks. Whatever. That don't mean shit. That just means Gucci ain't found you yet. That just means Yo Gotti ain't
Right.
found you yet. I mean, you got to put these folks on shit, and they don't. And like,
Well, man, you know, funny thing, like Yo Gotti, he's one of those guys I kind of get some stuff from. But man, you asked me who my favorite. Who you said you wanted to ask me who my favorite rapper was, but man, I got it's somebody other than myself, man. And I gotta say this because I never felt this person would be from my own city. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And once again, I want to say rest in peace to Dope B, man.
okay, okay. I have to check him out, man. I don't think I'm familiar with that dude. I'm gonna have to check him out. You have to
Yeah,
put me on something.
he was signed by his. Well, some people will say third mixtape, but I'm not gonna count Purple Rain. He was signed by his second mixtape, Ti to Ti Hustle Gang or whatever. But yeah, check him out.
Yeah, for real. All right, cool, real shit. But it's like I was saying, like I see how hard y'all work. Like I mean, Big Brady isn't just somebody I endorse. That's like my family. That's like my little brother. And like I
Right.
see how hard they work, how hard him and Elgin and them work. Like they put out the song, they come up with it. I sat one day while they was just like coming up with like brainstorming for like lyrics and shit. And I mean, y'all be working hard on this shit because you want it to flow right. You want it to sound good. You want it to meet the listener's ears and make them be like, this shit hitting. And y'all work too goddamn hard for this shit not to be like blowing the fuck up. Like I believe like you, Big Brady, Elgin Pope, Mac Throttle, like all y'all out there got the talent to make it. Like get the fuck up and go cross the planet and let these words be heard. And I feel like anything I can do to help, man, I want to. Real shit.
Hey man, and just know that you got this loyalty. Even only thing gonna change is the bank account.
Yeah, that's how I
That's
feel.
all. I'm gonna be the same person, man. Listen, Big Brady don't know. Like he pushed me to go in a different direction. He sent me a song called "Caps Up."
Oh man, the Caps Up
It was a
Challenge.
challenge. Yeah,
Yeah, this shit
he put a
hitting.
challenge out. Now I don't want him to think, I ain't write nothing to the song because I did. It was just that it was bad timing for me financially, and I'm willing to, I couldn't, and I wasn't gonna go half stepping.
No, for real.
But I stepped on that motherfucker. You know what I mean? I did my thing now.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna be ass on nobody's song. Um, I think I came on it. I say, I'm gonna see if I can remember a few bars. I say, can't hold all that cap on your head, so we come through and make you put your cap up. Bless a nigga with a stick like a pastor. Say what you mean, I just blessed that little bastard. Now he passed his turn to Casper. In other words, his wordplay ain't add up. See this ain't a Drake, little nigga, see this is 7-4. Short body, stick, ready to play you close. Never do me like the baby. Nominated 12 times and don't win one. That shit'll drive me crazy. I whip my wrist in that pot. What come out can't cap two in the baby. You feel what I'm
Yeah,
saying, right?
yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Something like
Spit this shit.
caps up. Yeah, caps up, man. He pushed that out me.
Yeah, I know him, and there was quite a few folks that put a lot into like just the Caps Up challenge. Like I seen so many, and like I don't know if you familiar with Mac Throttle, Quincy, man, he a good rapper, dude, and he murdered that Caps Up shit. You got to check him out for real. Like
Right, right.
he one of the dudes I feel like gets slept on from around here.
Hey, man. You know what I tell him? Get all the sleep you can, cause when you wake up, you'll be on a meth high.
Man, once you wake up, you're gonna have all that energy from sleeping. You damn
I'm
right.
telling you, it's over with. It's over. I feel like all of us met for a reason. You know what I'm saying? And it was right, perfect time, and right when we needed to meet each other. Well, we don't have all those extra masks and hats on right now.
Yeah.
You get it raw, uncut, and hey, man, it's gonna be something special.
Well, it's like I feel like what I do, it's not the same as what y'all do, but it's very similar. We similar in our methods because y'all when y'all rap, y'all speak from the heart. It's uncut, unfiltered. Y'all ain't covering up, sugarcoating shit for nobody. You saying what you gotta say so people can hear what the fuck the words mean. That's like all the smoke, like what I do. When the last time you heard me sugarcoat shit?
Hey, man, I don't listen. Hey, man, you so bad. You took the sweet out of sugar, man. Ain't shit sweet over here.
Oh man, we ain't trying to make motherfuckers like. Honestly, I want motherfuckers to dislike me, goddamn it, because I want them to be like this motherfucker. I don't want to go on his show. He might ask me something I don't want to answer. he might call me out on my bullshit.
Hey, they heard me. Hey, my people just heard me snort a little bit, man.
LD might call me out on my bullshit.
Man, listen, man. I be enjoying it, man. Listen, if they not ready for the heat, they gotta stay the fuck out the kitchen.
Man, look, when you see all the smoke calling you, you better know it's coming.
Like, hey, and your ass better have lungs like a chimney. You hear me?
Oh yeah, because man, I'm gonna be sitting here just later. What?
Who want the smoke? Who want the smoke? Who want the smoke?
All of it, man.
Boy,
All of it.
shouts out to Memphis, man.
Man, shit, shouts out to Montgomery, Alabama, man. Shit, like I said, man, when me and Brady was actually just talking about this shit, man, we're gonna have to come through, man, and holler at you, man, like for real.
Yes, sir. I'll be loving that.
Get
I'll
a
be loving that.
get a live interview, all three of us in the same spot, passing the blunt.
Damn right. Damn right, man.
Cause I mean,
I,
that's what it's about, man. This is we ain't trying to motherfucking separate this dude from this dude. Oh, your music's better than yours, so I'm gonna focus more on you. Man, look, your music good, your music good, your music good. Your music might not be that great, but shit, you'll get better. Let's keep going. It's all
damn
about the
right.
struggle, man. You gotta fucking fight through it, man. We ain't sitting at this. We don't do this shit. This ain't no game. We ain't on the playground. This ain't the fifth grade. Fuck that.
Right, man. And I was built on different kind of principles. In order to growth and develop, you have to, you have to humble yourself. You have to be willing to push your other brother when they slacking. You know what I'm saying? And
Man,
tell
I am
them,
my
hey,
brother's keeper.
yeah, I am. You know what I'm saying? And we have to show each other like, man, look, where you slacking at, I'm gonna help you right here. You know what I'm saying? There's no ego when we doing what we do together.
No, it's like Moneybag said, man. You got to lift me up to hold me down more.
Right,
Man,
right,
it ain't
man.
that ain't, true words ain't never been said because like I mean, our whole lives, bro. Like I'm 42, growing up, man. As a young man, my whole life, all it is has been folks fighting folks, man. Just motherfuckers trying to outdo the other motherfucker. I'm gonna step on your back to get over his head. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't even
Right,
we don't even need to do that, bro. Because like if I need to make it somewhere in this world, I'm gonna need help. I don't give a fuck how much I got it, how strong I am, how motherfucking hard I am, how many motherfucking caps I have to peel back. I'm gonna need help to get to that higher level to elevate. And with motherfuckers like hating all the goddamn time, it's kind of hard to pick who in the fuck you can trust anymore. That's why we got the
right,
home team over here. That's why it's like here in West Memphis, bro. It's me, Elgin, AJ, Big Brady, Ray Ray. I mean, we like our own support system here, and more motherfuckers out there need that kind of shit. Cause
right,
I don't give a fuck if you I'm solo dolo, fool. I don't need nobody. Motherfucker, quit fucking lying to yourself. Quit lying to yourself. You can lie to me all goddamn day. Don't lie to yourself. You can't just do this solo. You ain't finna fucking get out the motherfucking slum solo. You need help. We all need the support system.
right. See, my manager, we call him his name Ball, but we call him Percy Miller because he looks up. Master P is one of his mentors.
Yeah.
And I tell anybody that's independent, man, look at what Master P did. They came together, they put their time and work and blood, sweat, and tears together, and they built a dynasty. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Man,
like,
what? Cash
it's just
money.
about this foundation has to be strong. You have to make sure ain't no cracks in your foundation. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I said cash money. I meant no limit. Damn, I'm motherfucking. I ain't even high. Master P, that was no limit. My ass stupid as hell.
No limit.
What's funny is I
Yes,
ain't even had
sir.
to look that shit up. I just knew that. I was like, oh goddamn, I said cash money. I'm wrong in the motherfucker. That ain't Birdman. That's Master P.
Hey, but he was another one that him and Slim was another great independent success.
Yeah.
It was another great independent success.
Well, I mean, if you
So
really think about it, in all reality, even these big motherfuckers that are signed to these higher up record labels that's making millions right now, they all started out
right,
independent.
right,
You got to
right,
start at the bottom to get to the top. You can't just be like, all right, I got me a little studio. I'm finna get famous tomorrow. Watch. 3 million
right.
views. It just don't happen like that. If you're thinking about starting your own podcast, I recommend using Anchor.fm. It's free. It's got all the creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone, tablet, or computer, and it will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and many other places like that. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenerships through sponsorships. All you have to do is record a commercial and upload it, and it's got everything you need right there in one place to make a podcast. All you have to do is download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started right away.
It's kind of like Yo Gotti just signed this new artist for like 700 and some thousand. And everybody's panicking like, why is he signing people for this much around this time? And No. Yo Gotti understands his brand and the name and the weight that it holds. So listen, I put my stamp on this. This is gonna sell.
Well, I mean,
I
he
ain't
already
worried about.
knows he getting his money back.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Times 6. Fuck you talking about? He gonna get that
I
shit.
cannot. Yeah, yeah, man. And by the way, if it's not Yo Gotti, I will not sign a deal. It will not get signed.
He wanted to put that out there. If there's anybody out there, any of y'all big executives out there listening to this, y'all see 20 the Toddler out there. If you ain't Yo Gotti, he don't want to fuck with you.
Yes, sir.
Unless he's doing it in his damn so. Because you never know, man. You could hit it big one day, and then next thing you know, you are Yo Gotti.
Right.
I mean, the shit.
Right.
I've seen stranger, more magnificent things happen in this industry. Where like one day a motherfucker come out of nowhere. Hey, I play music. They play a couple shows out loud, and you don't know who in the fuck hears it. You don't know who sees you up there on that stage. You don't know who just browsing through YouTube landed on your shit. Next thing you know, you getting that phone call like, oh, this such and such. I want to know, man. Can I fly you out here and like and vibe with you real? You over here like, man, that ain't you. Next thing you know, these motherfuckers got plane tickets waiting for your ass. I mean, it be like that.
Hey, man, that's why you got to be professional in everything you do, man, and carry yourself right. It was the smallest fucking thing that made me look so unprofessional when I went to perform one of my songs, and I didn't have a fucking flash drive, and that looked so unprofessional to Ugly Money Nietzsche and all these people with free bands, and they like, man, you mean what you mean? I gotta play it off a phone. So, man, look, business. It's okay. We can have all the bars in the world. We can wrap our fucking ass around the equator. But if we have no common knowledge of the business, we got to go get that.
Hey man, what's them P's, man? Proper preparation prevents poor performance.
Yes, sir. Got to know that,
man.
And along with them 3Ds, dedication, discipline, determination, man. That's what we need.
Yes, sir. Always.
Yes, sir.
I mean, cause the one thing that can fuck a motherfucker up is lack of preparation, man. If you ain't ready, why are you even there? That's what I'm saying. Like,
when I think, and I'll do you the honor, because I think I sent you that song checklist.
Yes, you did.
I'll let you break that out. My manager said, man, I'm just finna throw you in the deep end, man. I'm just finna. And I'm looking like, deep end ain't shit too deep for me, man. I stand up in the middle of the ocean, my head up out that motherfucker. Let's do it.
Hell yeah.
Every fucking thing I said on that track, I meant it. Everything, I stand on it. I mean, like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I do want solid and legitimate artists to know that this is not for you.
Oh, see, I want my shit. As long as you got a strong constitution, you can handle like my language and my personality. I feel like I'm for everybody that wants to listen to me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But I do not recommend me or a lot of the folks that I put on my show. I do not recommend anybody out there to let small children hear none of this shit. Simply because content and language, we don't give a fuck and we will not censor ourselves. So if your kids is listening, you might want to send them out the room.
My guy Rallo Rodriguez from Mobile, who is 4PF now, he say, I love kids, but don't let them listen to my music. It might touch them like a pedophile.
Man, shit. You let your kids hear me talk. It's kind of like, all right, you know the Deadpool movie? When the Deadpool movie first came out, the first one, I got the whole costume in my closet, like the full Deadpool costume. That's like when I was a kid. I was a comic book collector when I was a kid. So I mean, everybody, Spider-Man making a movie, X-Men making a movie and shit. Whole time I'm like, I guess I ain't gonna get my motherfucking movie because Deadpool too goddamn crazy for TV and shit. You know, he out here killing folks. He don't beat them up and take them to jail. He straight murders these motherfuckers and then will steal a bitch.
Deadpool's a real character. I don't think he was a superhero.
Well, he really ain't. He's a vigilante. Anybody that pays his ass, he'll go do it. But I'm sitting, I grew up on his shit. Like I got all the comic books and shit. And so when the movie first came out, I was excited. I put the whole costume on. I went up to the movie theater with a rack, bro. I think it was like 15 tickets so I could take my ex-wife's kids and all their friends and shit. You know, I made sure everybody was over the age of 16 because I didn't feel comfortable bringing anybody younger than that to see this motherfucking movie, man. Like,
Right.
but
Right.
I go in there and I'm in full Deadpool costume to buy the tickets. Like I ain't got nobody with me. I'm by myself. Full Deadpool costume. Walk up to the booth and I'm like, I need 15 tickets to the movies. Well, everybody was so just enthralled by my costume. They was like taking pictures with me and shit. I had bitches like putting their booty all up on me and shit, talking about some ooh Deadpool. But this lady comes up to me and she goes, "Do you think it would be all right for me to bring my 9-year-old child and their friends with them to see this movie?" And I said, "No." And they were like, "Why not?" I was like, "Anybody that brings a 9-year-old to see Deadpool is a bad parent." This lady lost her shit. She called a manager, had all these motherfuckers come congregate around. I'm sitting there just like chilling, like a full Deadpool costume, chilling with all these folks around me and shit. And she was like, "I want to fucking lodge a complaint. This man right here was talking about I'm a bad parent because I let my kids watch the Deadpool movie." And the dude that called down, the manager, motherfucker had a gold badge on, said, "He's right. Anybody that would let their child watch a TVMA movie at that age is kind of a bad parent. Like,
Right.
it's got strong sexuality, foul language. He doesn't give a flying fuck. There's bullet holes going through motherfucker's skull right up on the camera
Right.
and shit. Like, just you
Hands
expose."
getting chopped off, growing back, all kind of shit.
He talk about he gonna jerk off with his little hand because his dick gonna be big as fuck and shit. Like, like don't you want to expose small children to that? That's man,
I
that's
don't think so,
that's
man.
bad parenting, and
That's
it's the same.
very bad parenting.
But it goes the same way. With that being said, it goes the same thing with a lot of the music we hear nowadays. A lot of like podcasts that we hear today, because it ain't all about censorship no more. They're actually letting us invoke our rights of freedom of speech. The what is it? The PMRC, the folks who censor music and shit. They can't. The only thing they can do now is slap that label on your shit and let motherfuckers be like, "Look, we warned you. Parental advisory, explicit content."
Right.
But like, you still got like, I saw a girl at the Imperial Homes over here in West Memphis, letting the kid had to have been like 5 or 6 years old, little daughter, dance to the WAP song.
Oh man.
The little girl
Hey.
looked like she was only like 2, 3 feet tall, dancing to Cardi B and Meg The Stallion, talking about they wet ass pussy. Now, there's all kinds of shit wrong with that to me. Like, in my mind, like, this is why people complain about their music. It's not they're complaining that they make the music. They're complaining to who can hear it. You know?
Right.
Like, what kind of parent, what kind of mother? If you, how many kids you got?
I got a daughter.
How old is she?
She's 4, 35.
All right. If your kid was not even 10 years old yet, and you rolled up on your baby mama letting her twerk to WAP, how would you feel about that?
I'm gonna want to know what she been doing around my baby,
And
What's
you'd be
been
mad
going
as fuck.
on.
You'd be hot as hell, ready to fight.
It's funny you get on this. It's funny you get on that subject because, my daughter, she loves TikTok. Oh, and TikTok ain't the best thing for a child to love.
It's not even the best thing for adults.
I'm fucking sitting around and I just hear her throat, baby. I say, "What you say?" She say, "It has no cursing, Dad." I said, No, you don't understand, but I'm glad you don't. No, you can't listen. And I had to tell her, like, man, look, you need to talk to her mom, and because me and her mom, shit is very toxic right now.
Yeah.
She's like the drug that you really want to stay away from.
Oh yeah, worse
So
than
I
heroin.
have to communicate through her grandmother or whatever. But man, like, parents, we really gotta be careful because when these kids growing up and they do the shit we do, we get upset, but it's our fault. And I want to say this: why I got probably the attention of some men on here, man. we got to take our roles back in the household, man. Because especially when we have little girls, these little girls be looking for their father in the next man that they don't spend their life with. And if their father wasn't around to give them that example, man, they lost. So,
Exactly. And that's what little boys too. Like shit, if you ain't got a daddy around, that like me and a lot of my folks, man, we ain't have our dads around. The streets was our daddy. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, mom be off doing whatever the fuck she doing. We went out like look at most of us, man. Like shit, I'm on papers. I'm a felon and shit. Like, and I blame not having a positive that kind of shit in my life. You know, and that's how a lot of us were. And you know, you see these like with the girl with the WAP, man. I'm over here like you a thought, and now you teaching your daughter to be just like you. So,
right.
like, are you proud of this shit? Like, you want your girl to be riding poles and shit, fucking when she gets older and shit, man?
Exactly.
That's not what you should want for your kids.
Exactly.
You
know what I'm saying?
We need to want them to do better than we do, no matter how good or bad we're doing. We still want them to do better than us.
Exactly.
I mean,
exactly. But I will say this because I used to always you ever notice when you discipline a dog, it'll kind of look at you sideways sometimes, like it'll look at you kind of tilt his head a little bit.
yeah.
And I used to have that problem with my parents because they always had to do as I say and not as I do mentality. But if you can kind of show me an example of this, it'd probably be more easier for me to listen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Yeah, cause like it's like you said, man. It's like they see us doing this shit, so they're gonna wanna copy us. They're gonna want to be like dad. They're gonna want to be like mom. They're gonna want. I mean, because regardless of what folks think, your children, especially when they're young, they look up to you. Like you are that one role model for sure. Whether they got anybody else that they look up to you for sure. So
Right.
they see daddy out here hustling the wrong way, robbing folks, doing drugs, stealing shit, fucking selling dope, and they're looking up to him without somebody else to tell him that what daddy's doing is wrong, but he's doing it for a reason. They're gonna think that that's right. They're gonna be like, well, I'm gonna be like that. I'm gonna go rob somebody. I'm gonna go fucking sell dope. I'm gonna be like this. I'm gonna hustle. I ain't gonna try to make nothing of myself. Like I ain't trying to work for nobody. I'm gonna work for myself on these streets. That's all fine
Right.
and good to a degree, but you got to make sure that you don't have any other options. There has to be no other option. If you out there robbing and thugging and selling dope, it's because you can't find any better options out there. And
Right.
I don't condone a lot of that shit. Like I mean, I can't say I don't condone like selling dope because I smoke weed and I don't buy it from a dispensary. I get it from a motherfucker down the street. but
Hey,
but
that's just good as a dispensary, I promise you.
But you see what I'm saying? Oh, no, it's shit. Sometimes the shit I get from down the street is better than what you can get at the dispensary. Shit. Fuck you talking about? Fuck you talking about? Shit. This dispensary only sells medical grade. I'm buying rapper grade. Fuck you talking about?
I know that shit real.
And see, folks don't realize that about this shit, man. There's levels to this shit. Like you get your little brown frowns, your little bag of Reggie, then you can get your mid grades. But once you get above mid grade, once you get to that Kush level, man, there's so many different levels because you get to like your rich white boy weed, then you go up to the medical grade weed. Then you hit your street.
Yeah.
Then you hit your street grade weed, which is about as good as the medical grade shit on average. But then when you get around these folks that make music, you get what they call rapper weed, which
Probably.
I would rather have that than the medical grade shit. The fuck you talking about?
Yes, sir.
Fuck you talking about?
Yes, sir.
The shit normally 15 a gram, but they'll sell it to me for 10 because they know me kind of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it ain't not. Hey, listen, it ain't about what you, it's who you know, man.
Man,
Who
exactly,
you know.
exactly. And see, but like I said, I don't condone, oh, I'm gonna be a dope dealer when I grow up. But I do have to
Right.
say that I'm thankful that they exist. The point, the point being though is
I'm,
you don't want to
I'm gonna
influence.
say, it ain't all what it's hyped up to be.
Yeah, you don't want to influence. Hey, son, when you get just like me, when you get my age, I want to make sure you hustle the same way I do. I want you out here, doing all this
That's right.
illegal shit. You don't never hear that. I mean, and then it's like I see this shit on Facebook where folks be like, when you see a young man out on the street, don't say, "Oh, you look like you could be a ball player." Don't look like you could be a rapper. You got to say shit like, "Shit, you gonna be a doctor one day. You gonna be a lawyer
Right.
one day. You gonna be the president of the motherfucking United States one day." Because you want to put in these kids' heads, even the kids that came from poor neighborhoods, straight up from
Right.
impoverished families. You want them to feel like there's way more out there than the hood. Like
Right.
like when I was a kid, man, if somebody encouraged me to go into radio, do you think I'd be sitting here right now? No, motherfucker, I'd be on the radio. Like,
Right.
but I didn't realize that I had the ability, this kind of talent and ability to do this kind of thing until I was older. Like I've only been at this, like this has only been on my mind doing what I'm doing now for like the past year. I've only been at it for a few months. Had I known back then what I know now, shit, I'd probably be on like Shade 4-5 by now. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
it's like when you got to encourage these kids these days to not follow what they see on TV, not follow what they hear in these songs. Yeah, we make these songs, and yeah, it's from our hearts and it's from our experiences, but that don't have to be your experience.
Right.
It could be so the reason why a lot of these artists out here are making this music is so their kids don't have to hustle like that. It's like
Right.
I speak from my experience. I'm out here trying to make this record go platinum, so you don't have to experience that. You'll have enough of a cushion to fall back on. So, like, if you do hit hard times, bro, you still got something to survive on while you looking for something better to make yourself better. Like,
Right.
cause, like, if you hit big tomorrow, uh, 20, if you hit big tomorrow and you sign like a $3 million contract, you ain't finna spend every bit of money you make off that contract before you die. You gonna die rich. That money's going to your kids. That money's going to folks that you feel like they need it after you're gone. You're gonna leave that inheritance to somebody. And that's why we do this shit. Like me, if I got big, I'm opening up stocks and bonds and shit for my future kids, my kids and
Right.
shit.
Right.
I want to make sure that like shit, years after I'm dead and gone, there's still something left over to where like my grandkids' kids have a little
Yeah,
bit of
man.
cushioning.
That's my whole purpose in life, man. Like, I only brought one child into this world 'cause that's all I can afford. And they don't actually be here. We can't, bring them here and just not do nothing for them. So,
No, because they didn't choose to be here. Didn't nobody?
right.
The kid didn't come into your ear in spirit form one day and say, "Hey, daddy, go get mama pregnant so I can come into this earth." It's just
Nah,
it's not how
it
this
might
shit
scare the
works.
shit out of me if they did that. I don't need
Scare the shit out of everybody. Fuck you
to
talking
stay
about?
where you at. You know?
But I mean, it's like they didn't choose to be here. We didn't choose to be here. We got to make the best of. I mean, because the average human being only lives to be what's the average lifespan is like 74 years old on
70.
average.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
not long, bro. I just turned 42 this past year, bro. I'm about to be 43, and if I blink and think about it, 16 was only like a week ago.
Right.
Like it doesn't feel like I've been alive that damn long. So like when you realize just how short life is and how fast it really does move, you got to think about all the times I mean, you can't dwell on it. You can't dwell on all the time that you missed and wasted. You got to think about, well, how much time do I have left to fix it? See what I'm saying?
Right.
And so,
Right.
like you with your music, man, that's what I want to see. I want to see like by the end of 2021, I want to see like albums from 20 to Toddler. You feel me? And it's like I want to see albums from Big Brady. I want to see albums from Elgin Pope. I want to see all them dudes from last week 6x6. Mafia Melvin, Fly Two Times, Quinty, all these folks. I want to see albums because that's where the money's at. You feel me?
Right.
And I mean, I don't want to. I don't want to end my motherfucking 5-year plan with everybody still wondering where in the fuck we going.
Hey, I promise you, I ain't doing this shit for nothing.
No, and I know
I
you ain't.
I got people. I got people in a whole nation that I do this for.
Man, what
You
you
know what
said?
I'm saying? So this, hey man, we got no time to bullshit
No time to bullshit. I'm over here
at
like,
all.
look, I'm over
But
here like, look, man,
I also want to show you this.
what you got?
This is why it's so hard for people like me, Big Brady, all of us to break this door down. I look inside the rap game, and 92% of that motherfucker is watered down. From the artists, they just watered down. They not living this shit. They won't tell you the truth that they not living the shit, because if they was living half of the shit they was rapping, they'd be under the feds. So the difference between them, they got somebody or they got money behind themselves. So with that being said, we gotta form a bond, form a team, put money together, and there we go.
Absolutely. It's like I was saying a minute ago, we need that support system. We need real motherfuckers that are on the same mindset. Because there are so many fake motherfuckers out there. They say they got your back, but the second you ain't looking, they over here ready to rob your ass. And we need to filter those motherfuckers out, because there ain't no room for that in this world no more. We ain't got no room for that. We got so much shit going on outside of us. The government fucking us up. Scientists fucking us up, doctors and shit fucking us up, all these motherfuckers that got money and power out here fucking us up, lying to us, treating us like we ain't even human no more. And we over here trying to get our hustle on, trying to make our music, trying to get our voices heard, trying to get our shit together. And then you come into your own social circle, and those same snakes that's out here outside your social circle, you got them same motherfuckers in your social circle.
Yes, sir.
Like, your best friend can be your worst enemy if you don't know what the fuck he's saying when you ain't around.
And that's why, if a flaw shows, it exists.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how big or how small, you know what I'm saying? I really had to humble myself. Because, like, man, when I came home, I wanted this shit to pop. It was like, nigga, I know I'm the hardest shit in Alabama. I know I'm harder than everybody my manager pushing right now. And whoop de whoop. And I'm like, I'm on his neck and he on my ass telling me, man, look, it's a process. Just let's do it this way. And man, listen, I wish I would have been listening, because now I'm just waiting on his process, because that's the best way.
Absolutely.
You already know. You know, anytime, that's like me sitting down with Jay-Z or P. Diddy and not listening to what the fuck they gotta say. Like, it's just crazy.
Already.
Or Larry King. What's the guy that just passed that was over talk, like, hot radio, Larry King? Is it Larry King?
Yeah, the old white dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I sit down and listen to him if I wanted to go into that field of business?
I mean, because that dude's been known to lie. That would be
you know. But you know. He was an iconic figure.
Yeah.
So they say.
Well, I mean, I would suppose if he was giving you advice on his industry, it'd be easier to listen to him if he was trying to tell you about anything else. So that does make sense. Like, if you wanted to be what he was, do the same shit he was doing. Like, I'm pretty sure he would give you honest advice. That's like, shit, 10, 15 years from now, after I've been doing this long enough, if somebody came up to me and said, hey, LD, I want to start my own podcast, do my own show, you got some advice, I'm not going to sit here and fucking bullshit with them. I'm going to be like, look, this what you want? This is really what you want? You sure this is what you want? Cool, you already down with step one. Because that's the first step in anything. You got to make sure that's what you want. See, everybody wants to put these steps and shit, these processes together, but the first part of the whole process is this what you really want?
Right.
And if the answer is I don't know, then the answer is no. Simple as that.
Hey, if it take you more than a split second to answer, the answer is no.
9 times out of 6, if you have a shadow of a doubt, the answer is probably no. Because you got to be 100% with shit. You got to be 100% with this shit. Because if you have even the small, because the worst, who is your worst enemy? Yourself. Because can't nobody stop you from doing shit but you. Can't nobody stop you from doing shit but your mind. And as long as your mind's in the right spot and your heart's in the right spot, man, you could do anything. And that's why I love doing this right here specifically, because all my life I've been involved in one way or another with music and musicians and artists, and I was a bouncer and a stagehand, and I worked for Radio Memphis for a little while, and now I'm doing this. because I wish I could be a musician. I wish I could do what y'all do, and I probably could actually if I put my mind to it. But
Right,
but
right.
but there's something
Yeah,
about the.
hey, anything you put your mind to, you can do it.
But see, like me personally, because I know so many folks that do music, that are so many artists out there that do what y'all do. I feel like everybody needs a one of me, at least one of
Right,
me, because me
right.
basically all I am is I'm just a glorified mouthpiece with no filter. I am a uncut hype man. That's all I really am, and I'm
Oh
cool with
yeah,
that.
I'm loving that. I know it's all solid when I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to worry about shit, man. That man really dragged my fucking name when I got off there. You know what I'm
Oh
saying? Like
hell no.
I can expect that to be in my face. You know,
Oh
I ain't
yeah,
gotta worry about
if I was gonna drag you anywhere, I'd be doing it live on Facebook with you looking at me, or at least in person. I'd get your ass in the studio and be like, "All right, now it's time to roast the shit out your ass."
damn right. Damn right.
Now that you in swinging distance, let's talk. Now that I can reach out and get your ass, let's say something. But
Yes, sir.
but but I mean, it's just a big to me. It's a big deal what y'all do, man, because like the music, like folks hear me talk, they're just listening to me talk. Folks hear y'all songs, they're gonna play that motherfucker over and over again. They're gonna play it in the car on the way to work. They're gonna play it on their lunch break. They might be listening to it in their headphones while they working. Motherfucker gonna put the little what is it, the little waterproof Bluetooth speaker in the shower, and they're gonna be bumping that track while they washing their ass and shit. And you don't hear nobody, oh, I'm listening to this podcast while I'm in the shower. No, they listening to music. They bumping the music while they in that motherfucker. Like they might listen to me on their way to work and on their way home from work, but they listening to y'all all day long. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Like the podcast doesn't get as much play as y'all's music does. And it's like I had this one artist contact me talking about some what's in it for you if I go on your show. And I was like, the satisfactory of getting you heard. I'm gonna get paid
right,
whether you're on my show regardless. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get
right,
my little money from my show regardless. It ain't got nothing to do with you. I get paid the same whether you come on the show or not. I mean, but the
right.
point I don't do this for me. This portion of the show when I'm talking to artists and I'm playing y'all's music and I'm trying to get y'all heard, I'm not doing this for me. If I was doing this for me, I'd make my own music. You know what I'm saying?
That sounds like a question I would have asked if I was scared somebody was gonna Google me and my shit was ass or something.
What's in this for you? I, I don't know.
You know, because when I look at it, I'm in motherfucking Alabama right now, and I'm talking to somebody in Arkansas. All right, I'm talking to somebody like these people not here. So whoever see this now, later, when they go back and watch it or however, these are people ears that I wouldn't have been able to get to.
Exactly.
So in the end of the day, it's more of a flavor to us, man.
And that's why I mean, like, yeah, all right, so I tag you in this and now folks that you know that I didn't know are not only paying attention to you, but now they're paying attention to me too. Yeah, I get a little bit of a benefit, like a little bit of a benefit out of this. But there's so many
You
folks
should
out
be
there
able.
but there's so many folks out there that don't listen to podcasts. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of folks don't
Right,
because they'd rather hear the music than hear the conversation. Me
right,
personally, I need to break from the monotony. I listen to podcasts because I like to hear the conversation. Some of that shit be funny as fuck. I like to hear the music because it's music, you know? And so for me, it's like doing this, I get the benefit of, yeah, I get more listeners. But at the end of the day, it's like I'll go back and check your YouTube page and be like, all right, how much traffic did I drive to his YouTube page? How many more listeners does he have now? And then that makes me feel good. Like I did that. Well, I didn't do that.
right.
I helped do that. Like I
Oh
helped.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I,
And you
I
definitely did it. Don't take that credit. You definitely do it.
well, I mean, it's not
Um,
just me though. It's you did it too. You made the music. You put it out there. You allowed me to get an interview with you. You came on 6x6 and let me play one of your tracks. You did it. I mean, it's a group effort. It's not just me. You feel me?
right,
But I still feel like it's like if we did this today and then I got 6x6 in about 30 more minutes, I'm gonna do that.
right,
And then say tomorrow morning I woke up and like one of your videos that only had like 30, 40 something views is up to 200 something views now. I kind of
Right.
feel like I helped get those, I
Oh yeah.
guided
Oh
that
yeah.
traffic to, because it's like with this, after this live's over with, I'm gonna share it again, and I'm gonna have like links to your shit on it. So folks can be like, "Oh, who is 20 the toddler? Oh, well, check this shit out. Oh, this motherfucker is fire." You know,
Right.
boom, there it is.
Appreciate it.
And see,
Yeah, man. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, bro, you're in the best position in the world, bro. Because if I don't blow, Big Brady's gonna definitely fucking blow. And, if he don't blow, Ebro is gonna fucking blow. Somebody's gonna blow.
mm-hmm.
And guess what? When we blow, I'm sure we're not gonna forget about this interview. I'm not gonna forget about this interview. As a matter of fact, I am guaranteeing you, if I make it, before anybody besides that executive label gets me an interview, before anybody else, you first gonna get that exclusive.
Oh well, I appreciate that. I do, and I know like you just said, like if Big Brady makes it, somebody in my circle, even if it's not just me, because I mean I'm gonna make it regardless. But even if I don't, I mean that's the mentality you have to have. You have to be like, I'm gonna make it,
Right.
and somebody in my social circle is gonna make it, and I would hope that they don't forget me. Whether they bring me with them or not is irrelevant. Just don't forget me. Fucking holla at your boy. Still come on the show. And it's like I tell everybody, if I make it, you think I'm gonna forget y'all? Fuck no. I already told everybody, Brady, Elgin, all them folks already know. I could be like sitting in a fucking mansion in the Hollywood Hills right now. First thing I'm gonna do is, hey y'all free? Y'all wanna come visit? Do a live show just like good old times. Let's go.
Right.
Shit. I got plans right now. As a matter of fact, part of my 2021 plans is I'm a work. I got a $6 million goal. and my six, I mean, I'm not stopping there. The beautiful part about goals is once you reach them, you can expand them even further. But I got a $6 million goal. But my plan is once I get that first milli, I'm taking the home team on a trip. We going worldwide. We going somewhere around Japan. We going to Brazil. We're going to all these places just because you need shit like if you're starting to make it, and especially if you can do it on your own, you need to get out and go see other shit. You got to get that experience because that fuels that fire that's inside of you to keep going. Like, oh, we went to Japan last month. Well, when can we go back? Shit, I don't know. No, fool, we went to Japan last month. When we going back? I don't know, next month? Right? Like,
Right.
if you want something, you got to go get it.
It's like this. Like, if I only listen to, let's just say, Yo Gotti, Lil Boosie, Mo 3, rest in peace, Mo 3. I love Mo 3. If I only was to listen to them kind of artists, I would have never been able to put out a song like Tsunami to Set. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if you got a chance to sit down and listen to that one yet, but when you do, you in store for some beautiful shit. Like, I know it's global. I know a global sound. I got an ear for music. We all just missing that one key ingredient. Just money. That's it. And we're not really missing that if we just find unity.
Oh yeah.
Like it was a story they gave. It was a poor town. Nobody really had a lot of food, and it was called Stone Soup. And the guy said, "Well, I got this here stone. I'm gonna put in this pot." And a woman said, "Well, I got some water. I'm gonna put in there." And one woman said, "Well, we ain't gonna get full off stone and water. I'm gonna put a little partial in there." And they just got to putting everything they had inside the village together, and they had enough food to feed the whole village. See what I'm saying?
Absolutely. What's the saying, man? Give a man a fish, you can feed him for a day. Teach him how to fish, you can feed him for a lifetime.
Yes, sir.
I mean, and that goes all back to that whole saying. What's that? Each one teach one, man. You gotta. It's It's all about helping the next man out. Because if I see you struggling and I just stop and be like, oh, well, that's less competition for me. And then
Right.
I go forward and try to do what I'm doing, laughing at you while you struggling. What's going to happen when I start struggling? Your ass going to be
Right.
laughing at me for struggling because I did that shit to you.
Right.
And it's like, it's
Right.
so, and if you watch a lot of these, like the big beefs that you see with these celebrities, it's like they hating on each other today. But then there's that later on down the line, there's an instance where we, as the people in the world, see this motherfucker needed some help, and this motherfucker was like, "What, you beefing with me like 2 months ago? I ain't helping you do shit. The
Right.
fuck?
Right.
Now you fucked because the motherfucker that you was beefing with is somebody you need something from, but because you talked all this shit,
Right.
it's over with."
Right. That's why you have to treat people how you want to be treated.
Exactly. If I look over and I see you struggling with something, and I'm there that I can help, I'm gonna stop what the fuck I'm doing. I'm gonna pick you up. I'm gonna help you do what you do so you can get back on track. So I can get back to what the fuck I'm doing because I can't handle seeing somebody struggle. I can't. I can't. I don't see how folks can. I don't see how folks can do that. I don't see how anybody could look over and see the next motherfucker having a hard time with something, and just let them have a hard time with it.
Right.
That shit don't settle.
Especially when
That shit makes
you
me
have
have
the
a hard time.
resources. Yeah, you have the resources that you can help someone and you don't do it. I look at it very foul because while I'm here, shouts out to Hefe. I forgot to call his name. This guy dropped his first video and this bitch went viral. Like, it went viral. This nigga went so viral, I'm talking like 300,000 views in damn near 2-3 weeks viral.
Hell yeah.
Shouts out to him. But also, I'm going to say, the new aura he has about himself, man. Like, I seen him, I'm like, what's up, bro? I fuck with your shit. And it was like, nigga, I already made it. Who is you? I would never, I don't give a damn how much money I make. I don't give a fuck nothing. I'm no better than the next man. And I'm going to always remember I was once there.
That's that
I
rock
was
star
there.
mentality. That's what they call that. That's
Yeah,
that rock
man.
star mentality.
Yeah, man. But I'll never forget where I come from, man. So we but shouts out to Hefe, man. He's hard as fuck. The boy's hard about it. And I think he deserved what he's about to get. You know what I'm saying? He deserved it.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That is definitely what's up, man. I've had a great time in this interview, man. It's always awesome talking to you. I'm fixing to actually have to start getting ready for 6x6.
Yes,
You
sir.
you tuning in, man? I'm playing one of your songs.
You guys to know I'm there.
Damn right. I wasn't expecting no other answer besides that one. Hell yeah.
Yes, sir, man. And before I get out of here, man, BDF Galaxy on IG. That's my alter ego, by the way.
Okay,
And
BDF Galaxy.
BDF Galaxy. And no, I did not name myself after the phone. The phone named itself after the universe, okay?
That's what's up. Man, we are definitely going to have to do this again.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, well,
email, love.
man, plenty much love, man. 12 all the way.
All the way.
Man, look, I'm going to holler at you. I'm gonna end this this interview real quick because I've only got, was it 20 minutes to get my shit together for 6x6, and then we're gonna go live again. And this your boy LD, and we've been sitting here chopping it up with 20 the Toddler, man. Y'all go check out my boy.
Tulane Codem home.
I'll holler at you, man.
Yes, sir.
All right.